We have a better idea tonight how many charter amendments Youngstown voters will be deciding on come November. Of the 7 presented to Youngstown City Council by the Charter Review Commission, 3 will be on the ballot, 3 will not, and 1 will show up with different wording. Of the 7, 3 were discussed at a meeting this evening. The first amendment discussed by Youngstown City Council was an amendment proposed by the Charter Review Commission that candidates for council be required to be a resident of the ward for at least 1 year.
But I would like to see that in place a 2-year city residency.
Councilman T.J. Rogers found a state law already requiring candidates for a city council to have lived in their ward for 1 year. And since there's already language in Youngstown's charter deferring to state law, it was decided to drop the residency requirement from the ballot.
We're trying to solve a problem that does not yet exist.
The second amendment discussed had to do with allowing the mayor to go outside the city to appoint people to city commissions or boards.
But the mayor stating that we do not have that issue, and I don't feel that this amendment is necessary at this time.
And again, state law already states that people working in the city do not have to live in the city. So it was decided not to place the residency issue on the ballot. The final amendment discussed was requiring council to realign the wards 6 months after each census, when the difference between the most and least populated ward is 7%.
We might look at 10% as the hard number in here and putting the timeline as 6 months.
And in the end, that's what council decided, 10% and 6 months. Chris Travers, chairman of the Charter Review Commission, was disappointed that after all the commission's work, council decided not to allow 3 of the amendments to be voted on. But Travers was pleased with the decision on redistricting.
We are now at least going to see a hard and fast number put into the language that says when you reach this point, you have to redistrict.
So here are the 4 amendments to the Youngstown Charter likely to appear on the November ballot. They still must be approved by council at a regular meeting. Deletion of the $12 meeting absence penalty fee for council. Deleting out-of-date references to disbursement by money by check. Requiring redistricting after 6 months after a census when there's a 10% difference between 2 wards. And it eliminates references to the Park and Recreation Commission since it has been abolished.